Once more, we delve into the world of Cthulhu, and it's not been long at all since we were last there.
Last week.
Yes, we shall say that. Let us introduce the investigators in no particular order of particularness.
Hi, I'm Jack Lyca, and I'm having a wonderful time, thank you.
I'm playing an elephant gunless Violet Carter. It's very sad.
Indeed.
Please donate to my charity.
For an elephant gun.
I'm I'm sorry.
No, I'm
No,
Mr.
please.
E. Thank you very much. I'm Mr. E. Die, and I'm gonna fucking shank Clyker because he's evil.
I'm Daniel Grant. I'm Doctor of Doctory.
You doctors with guns.
Yeah,
Doctor-
and very efficiently as well.
Healing bullets.
Healing bullets.
I play
Yeah, not-
Ruprecht R. Lehman. And,
No, wrong character.
Lee, man.
Hasse,
Yes.
a Swede.
Yep.
Fucking
And
hell.
you're also sort of playing another character too, but not here.
No, he's gone for all intents and purposes.
Yes. But,
No one knows.
except everybody.
Oh, no one knows.
When we last left the group, they were thinking of digging up a body.
Were we?
You
Yes.
actually were.
I think it was specifically me who suggested it, wasn't it?
And I have linked to them the piece of text that was from the diary that they got from the set of flats that were being built,
Oh, alright.
which, if anybody wishes to read, is there.
Shall I do a dramatic reading?
You can do a dramatic reading if you like.
All right, let's do this. Again, I delved into the true world. Braver this time, I travelled beyond the safety of the enclosed valley and the small, strange, glowing creatures within it. The expanse of forever opened out before me, and my mind collapsed and rebuilt itself in an instant. I understood everything and nothing at the same time. What I saw can never be put to words nor to canvas, as it defies true description. Many of the creatures of the true world are horrific and beautiful all at once. Most were curious as to my arrival, but did not seek to approach me. I had another man like myself there, a Frederick Tatherson. He, like I, was a traveller of the true world, but he had chosen to remain there. Imagine! A permanent resident of the real reality, a human for our own world. We spoke at some length about the true world, and I recounted the goings in our world, and I recounted the goings on in our world. Frederick seemed to have lived in the true world for some time and had no knowledge of recent events. He warned me of areas not to travel to, including the underworld. He spoke of large, four-armed monsters that could eat a man whole, as well as invisible renders of the shadows who disintegrated in the light of the moon. Eventually I had to bid him farewell, as my own connection to the true world was slipping at that point. I agreed to meet him again the next time I was there, to speak more of the wonders and of the infinite vision. I had not informed my pupil Christopher of either the man or the creatures of the underworld. He is a curious sort, perhaps too curious for his own good. With such information he might get himself into a lot of trouble. The map for the house they are staying in is provided below.
We
Yes,
knew Dark Moon could read so well.
So, yes, that was what you found from the diary. And also what had happened was that Lassie had... well, that's his first name. Had taken a picture, and it had actually gone off in that set of apartment buildings. And he was eager to go in and recover it. So what is the group presented with this information and possibly going to exhume a body?
Well, we need an exhumigator for the body.
I want to see the photos.
Photos?
You know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I vote we go back to the warehouse because we actually know what the fucking thing is now.
Yeah, because it might be Predator might be there.
Still daytime at this point, though it was getting kind of late, I believe.
Perfect. Fantastic time to go back then. Ow, my arms.
I thought we were relatively close to the place where the construction site, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm not saying it's going to take you very long, I'm just telling you the time of day.
It'll probably be nicer before the moon comes out to get the.
Exactly.
Okay, so you're going to go back in.
Yep.
We're just going to go get it and leg it out.
You're going to go
Yeah.
get it and leg it.
Well,
No,
there's
no.
Yeah.
else Predator might be there.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're going to go...
He put some chalk on the floor as well.
Yep.
Any footsteps?
Who's going in?
Well, the Swede,
Well,
naturally.
Mr. Hussey was the only one actually.
Ah, so you're just going in alone.
Well, I would like someone behind me, but
There's no one else
not
there.
Just to clarify, how are we split up?
You all walked off as a group, and
Okay.
the...
No, he met up with them later.
Oh, you did, yes. So
Yeah.
now you're all together.
Yeah, so
that's
please, being broken Swedish, go back, get thing, for favor.
Yeah, sure.
Poor favour.
Right.
Add a bit of Spanglish in there.
So,
Yeah, do it.
who is going in?
Please tell me.
Sure, why
quickly. Yeah, please.
Well, I'd like to go first, so that.
Alright, you're going first. Okay. And then
not
two
so
others.
disturb anything.
Are the other two staying outside?
No, I'm going back. I'm going in. Fuck that.
We got you. We've got Daniel, but are we
I'm
talking...
staying outside.
Yep, you're staying outside?
Staying outside. I don't even know where we are, but staying outside.
You're outside those apartment buildings with the building.
Oh, those apartment. Yeah, staying outside.
Okay. And what about the good professor?
Which one?
The elf expert.
There is only one.
Oh,
that-
none of you are professors.
No, I'm technically an offshoot of Professor.
Yeah, well, I'm the most academic here. Get fucking published on, mate.
So, are you going in as well? Remembering the last time what happened when you went in there.
Yeah, but that was my fault. That wasn't the monster though. I just teleported it through the floor for the lulz.
Yeah.
No, you got stabbed in the back by the monster.
Oh, yeah, but that was fine though. That wasn't what bothered me. It was teleporting through the floor that was really disconcerting. Like getting stabbed is pretty standard behavior for her. But, getting teleported through the floor was definitely a mistake.
I see.
So, you're all going in, apart from Jack Riker, who's staying outside.
Mm-hmm.
Keep
So-
the car running, please.
Okay. So, but the
Have we got any stuff with us?
I shall be AFK for a minute.
Chaps, have we got any stuff with us? Like guns, dynamite,
I have my gun.
nuclear devices?
I've got my handgun.
I've got all my shit. I've got cameras.
Shotgun.
I also got some pebbles I picked up that I seem to be keeping rather attracted to.
Yeah,
White pebbles.
Pebbles for a spell of.
Spell.
Yes.
All right, so they're the white pebbles here.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, sorry, my
The
brain
warning
stopped working
protection.
So,
Yeah.
you're going to go upstairs, and you're going to go search for this,
We're
Camera.
just gonna look on where he put the chalk to see what kind of footprints they've left. If any, he's gonna sketch it, and then he's gonna grab the camera and then fuck right off.
Well, you're going. You when you go up, you find that there aren't any footprints at all.
Well, this would be fast then. Camera.
You're going to go get the camera. Make me a
Yes.
spot hidden roll.
Have I hidden my cat? Well, I was the
No,
one who
no,
hid it.
not for
Fuck.
that. Not for that.
Oh.
Make me a spot hidden roll.
46.
Is that a pass?
Yes.
Yes, that is a pass. Okay.
Okay.
You grab the
Alright.
camera. You grab the camera.
I grabbed the camera.
You going?
I return.
Well, fuck it, I'm out.
Yep. You all leaving?
Well, did I see something when I spotted hidden?
No.
Okay, so it was just hidden. I rolled, not spot hidden. Nothing was
Well, no,
spotted.
what it might be is that you needed to pass by a greater amount than the.
Oh, I see.
Possibly.
Roof just just goes.
What's the
Do-
point
do
with
we-
the
do
skill
we-
then?
We need to take.
Ah!
We need to take spot hidden as well.
Nope, just him.
Wow, racist.
Well, I would like to sniff the air with biology then.
Okay. Roll biology.
As an actual biologist, I can tell you, you don't learn very
14,
much by this
motherfucker.
process.
It smells of air. Well
I
done.
can smell the dead carcass of a badger 5 feet away.
Okay.
Using your biological instincts, this smells rather like a tube of flies that you haven't cleaned in 5 months.
That's a pass on by.
That's nice. You're not getting a tick on it.
Please.
No, smelling the air does not give you a tick.
Oh.
Are you vacating
side-
now?
Yeah, well, fuck it, I'm out.
Fuck my life.
As a side note?
I was going to say, didn't we learn about what the creature was?
Yeah, sort of in that passage.
Yeah. So,
Crabsman or something.
and we're just going to leave it to fuck around here.
Sure. I just want a picture.
How many arms does this creature have again?
2.
Okay,
And it-
alright. So this
And it
is...
got fucked in moonlight.
Oh yeah, and we protested because we were like, it isn't really invisible if you can see it, and that was a good argument.
But you couldn't see it unless you were looking at it.
Yeah, I can only see you if I'm looking.
Is that like that guy from Mystery Men who is invisible if
Yes.
people aren't looking? Yes,
Yes.
I see.
So,
I don't know what you mean. I know what you mean. I just
armed with the camera, are you now leaving?
Yes.
What's the rest of us doing then?
Well,
Well, presumably there's not a lot going on, so we.
Well, fucking off.
We were going to dig up the body, weren't we?
do
I thought we
you,
were going to exhume a grave.
do you need to dig up a body now?
No, we don't.
But the question is, do we need to, or might it be fun?
The fuck is even going on?
I don't. You could always reconvene back at
Well, I need to go
Bernard's home. Yeah, do some developing
back
of
at
pictures.
back at the house.
Alright.
Fine.
You're gonna head back.
While we travel, I'm going to go get a drink. Go be a sec.
Yep.
I
Okay.
will drive everybody to the house.
You drive. Okay.
Sick
You don't
driving.
need to make me a driving roll. It's pretty easy driving.
Does he remember which side of the road to drive on this time?
Yes. He's
I will
been here.
drive on the right
He's
side
been
of
here
the road.
long enough that he knows which way to drive.
Nice.
Yes, he's driving on the right side of the road, which is the left side of the road.
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
Correct.
When you get back to the house, it's not the only car. You're not the only car there.
Well, never mind that. I'm going in the basement.
Not quite.
I'm crashing into the other car. There can be only one.
You notice anybody who is British immediately notices they're policemen.
That would be
Bobbies.
There's two of them,
right?
and there is another person there as well, dressed in.
Wait. As a non-British person, are
It
the
ta-
police in Britain in such
Well,
concealment?
you know it immediately. It just takes the other ones just a few more seconds to figure this out. You just know immediately.
All right, so I stroke my
Police.
identification chin.
There are two. Basically, there's a man in the middle who's dressed not in a police uniform, but you imagine is a policeman. He's middle-aged. He's got brown hair, brown eyes, but just look as if he's waiting. The two people on either side of him, one of them is significantly larger and burlier than him, and the other one's slightly shorter and is holding a notepad and pencil.
Have they
colour
noticed
eyes
us
do
yet?
they have?
They have most certainly noticed your arrival.
What colour eyes do the others have?
Let's see. The bigger
Is this
one
some
has
kind of
blue
British thing?
eyes, and the shorter one with the notepad also has brown eyes.
Well, I've got 2 false brown eyes, so we can stuff one of them.
They appear to be waiting for you. You're in the
So
car
we
right
should-
now. You haven't
we
got
should-
out the car.
Well, I mean,
You're sitting there in the parking lot staring at them.
I imagine the obvious solution is to get out and say hello.
Yeah, seems reasonable.
That's what I'll do. You can get out and say, "What
I
ho,
shall keep-
what ho, constable."
I'm still unsure of why the British people have some kind of Bobby sense.
Basically, because the British police can wear some fucking stupid clothing, and unless
Good
you have a PhD in stupid clothing,
I
you
was-
might just think they're morons.
Yeah, like
Evening.
I said, it's like in Britain they just wear whatever, and people just develop a sixth sense
They,
to sense the police.
So, Violet Carter's getting out first.
Yep, and I'm going to say hello to the.
Yep.
I assume the plainclothes guy is an inspector or something.
You believe he's either a DI or a DS.
Okay, cool. I'll pretend he's the DI for the moment because that means it's less important.
E-
What,
Evening.
inspector, you said.
Evening, madam. Can I ask all of your fellow friends to step out of the car, please?
I'm making my way over.
Certainly. So I gesture to the others to get
You
out.
notice that none of them are armed.
What, the police?
Make me a knowledge roll, Violet.
A knowledge roll.
And Daniel can make it too.
You can you make this knowledge roll for me? My knowledge is 95.
95, yeah.
Oh, just Brits, I see.
Just
Alright,
the
could
Brits.
someone link the dice thing real quick?
Yeah, sure. I'll do it.
Just the
Alright.
just the Brits. So
Should
I
already
got-
be in the chat.
30. Mate.
right, both of you know that at this time, while it's not customary if policemen are armed to carry the arms on their person, they will be in the car.
He's got a shotgun in the trunk.
They will be in the car, so if they can go and get if they need to get them. So even if they're not armed right now, they very well could have guns.
But
I
I mean-
like the first thought that our characters have is like, how can we fuck these guys up?
Kiko, why are you priming us to fight the police?
Seriously?
You're just
I'm-
like planting these suggestions, like just not you have to.
You know, if you, you're not, if
You know,
you,
just in
In
case
case you
he's
want
made
to
in Mortal
dismember
Kombat.
these people, there's a saw in the back of the trunk.
you know, as a British person, if you hit the knee with a certain amount of pressure,
It's
The Bobby will explode.
the plainclothes man looks to the person with the notepad. You taking notes? Yes, sir. Taking notes now, sir. Starts writing.
Well, fuck it,
Take
I'll
notes
start
of
drawing
what-
them.
I said the way we walked out the car.
So
The
Constable,
large female walked strangely.
I would like to point out I have never stepped out of the car.
Fair enough.
so Constable, what is the nature of this visit, and can we get you something to drink?
Can you ask your other friend to step out of the car, please?
Is he motioning at me?
Yes.
I stick my head out of the window and I go, I'm an American citizen.
Out
By
of-
sitting in this car, this is an American
Out
soil.
of the
I do
car,
not have
please,
what you tell
sir.
me. I'm American citizen.
I think this is an unwise course.
He
to
looks to the person to his other side, who is larger than you, Jack, and stronger than you.
I just sigh and say, you can beat him up. We don't really care. He's a bit of a moron.
You
I'm
like-
getting out, but I say that I will talk to the ambassador about this.
take. Getting out under protest.
Thank you.
Stupid fuck.
Thank you. Am I to understand that one of you made a phone call at some point recently to the police?
This was Daniel, wasn't it?
Yes.
You probably shouldn't say that.
No, I'm not
Yeah.
saying it out loud. I'm just saying that I'm saying
It was
for all
Daniel.
knowledge,
It was him!
Permit, it was It was
I respond, not as far as I'm aware.
Is that?
wow. Wait.
Are you writing that down, Hobbit? Yes, sir. Writing it down. Not as far as he is aware. He is aware about the phone call. That just keep taking notes, Hobbins. Taking notes.
Hobbins.
So none of you have made any calls to the police recently.
Not as far as I know.
What was it in regard to?
Well,
Why did I call
would we
them?
be
he
able
asked.
to? If you don't mind, would we be able to step inside and continue the conversation there?
Yeah, sure.
Excellent.
Obviously,
Man,
and then-
you guys are pissing away your rights super fast.
the concept of rights as far as the police are concerned in the 1920s.
You
not a big thing.
I
You
thought
op-
this was America.
The door.
America.
He asks if you could direct him to somewhere comfortable where you can all sit
Yeah,
and
let's
talk.
just go. Is there a
Put
butler
him in the
anyway?
ritual.
I direct him to the Euclidean stairs.
Is there a butler in this house?
There is not.
Oh, someone has to get drinks then.
Someone has to get.
I tell someone else to get
Wait,
drinks.
we should roll for who has to get the drinks.
Well, I'm not getting drinks.
We got to roll for it.
Dude,
Cheap ass.
she's never
Right, so
got
is
drinks
it-
in her life. She's not starting now.
Is it highest number gets drinks or lowest?
Oh wait, no, I can tell my driver to get drinks.
Oh, nice, I'll do that.
No,
Yeah,
no,
don't
I'll
worry.
get
I'll-
the drinks.
The living
I'll
room.
get the
The
drinks.
living room on the map on number 9 might be a good place for you to go. You think, or the dining room?
Living room.
I think living room makes sense. Yeah.
Comfy chairs.
Living room,
Oh,
yes.
And you mentioned there was like a thing full of spirits there as well.
Comfortable chairs and even a grand piano. This room is grand and elegant, with a warm fire and a picture of a man who Charles did identify to you as his father. There is a Tantalus with
yes,
brandy.
exactly. There's a Tantalus full of fucking booze.
Yep. So he asks, once you're all in there, he asks you to be seated.
Sit down. Casually.
Well, we're gonna sit on his lap. Are there- are
On
there
the
enough-
chair.
You can
Are
play
there enough
smug, you
here?
can play
We're
smug
a
with
lot
the
of
budget.
people. Small room.
There are a lot of chairs.
I will. Yeah, we'll sit down.
Allow me. Let me introduce myself to you first. I am Detective Sergeant Percy Jeremy Lestrade.
Oh my god, I fucking knew. I even was gonna ask at the beginning, is this Lestrade?
While I'm getting the drinks.
Is
out of
anybody
the other
actually going to
room,
make that reference to him?
I'm going. I was going to say at the beginning, but that's obviously Watson, the guy with the notepads, fucking hose. That's Lestrade, but I didn't, and I should have.
Is anybody going to make that reference to him?
No, I think you
Depends.
probably
Who wants
take...
to get punched in the nose? I guess.
Exactly, I think you'd probably take it rather badly.
This
Or
is
you
my,
do it
these
from
are my
another
these are
room.
these are my fellow police officers. That is Jones, indicating to the bigger person, and that is Hobbins.
Hobbing through the surname short straw.
Hobbins is the short one. I see.
Out of the other room, you guys hear Percy. Ha!
Wow. That...
Harsh.
Not the name that most people point out.
Well, we have no idea what you're talking about.
Right. I will cut to the chase to you, gentlemen, because obviously you are very busy with your time, and the time you've arrived back. We did receive a call earlier, a rather curious call.
Sorry, can I just say something? See a sec.
Hmm?
Super lucky we didn't bring the body back, right?
Yes.
That'd have been so awkward.
That would've been
Hey,
so easy.
Can you get your fifth party member out of the car, please? No, he's
How would
tired.
no, but he'd be
All I
he'd
can
be
say
in the
is-
boot.
He's tired.
Cthulhu weekend with Bernie's.
No, but he'd be in the boot. They wouldn't know he was there.
Imagine they go, search the car. So there's a corpse in here.
No, we're classy. We wouldn't put him in the boot.
It's
We'd,
not a corpse, it's just a friend. He's asleep.
yeah, we put him in the boot. We'd like put a seatbelt on him and sit in the back.
So
No, no.
Wait, sorry.
we did receive a call, a very unusual call that was abruptly ended by the person on our end. When it was reported back to us the general nature of the call, we contacted the switchboard, who then led us to the location of the call. Your current man who you're staying with's car is a very distinctive one, and so we have traced it back to here. Now I will ask you again. Was a call made to the police earlier by one of you?
Don't think any of us even know how to use a telephone.
Let's incriminate our absentee landlord.
I come in with a tablet that has glasses on them with whiskey for each one from the people from our group and glasses of water for the police.
Shitloads. No, you should give them booze, dude.
Yeah,
You want to get them tanked.
No, water for the police.
Get them tanked. He writes it down on his board.
What are you writing there, Hobbins? I'm writing the drink specifications that they brought in, sir. Hobbins, you don't need to write that. It could be important, sir. Just stick to the important things, please, Hobbins. But that is the actually important things, Hobbins. Yes, sir. Making
Reckless
notes.
endangerment of gin.
Right.
Idiot.
So, did anyone make a call to the police among you?
Do
As
any
I
of us?
said.
Because I don't think the rest of us know. Because I think
Yeah, none of us know it.
I don't
Yeah.
think we were there when
Like,
you made the
I've
call.
counted the
None
only
of us
person
knows
of us who-
what Daniel's been doing.
Yeah, the only person who's even touched a fucking phone is Daniel.
Sure, Daniel ain't incriminating nothing.
So I guess we all. I mean,
Hobbins, would you, since you guys have been silent and...
no. I just say no.
That's what
No,
he-
all of us should say
I
no.
think.
Yeah, we'll just reiterate it. Yeah.
Oh, Hobbins, could you go over the general nature of the call that was passed on? Yes, sir. He flicks.
Asshole police officer.
He flicks back. A man rung the police to state in the was that Atlantic liner where the two people were shot, sir, to claim that they knew who did it and it wasn't the man who did it.
Who did it?
Who done it?
Yeah.
Who done it?
And when asked if he wanted to come in for questioning, refused, sir. Refused. Yes, that is the general details. At this moment in time, gentlemen, I am not incriminating anyone. I merely want answers.
Now, who would call the police and tell them he did a crime and then not go in for questioning?
That is exactly what I am wanting to know. Either that person has a really good explanation, or that person is really, really dumb.
Or it's just a prank call.
We do not take such things lightly. I certainly do not.
To be fair, it's the world's shittiest prank call.
It's pretty bad.
What? The worst prank call. I want to tell you information. No. Alright.
Did I, how long have we been talking?
Couple minutes.
Well, then the sketch of the police officer man should be about ready by now. It's very flattering. Shall we do a roll?
Make me an answer roll.
Yeah,
Just
okay.
hand it over. Let's have a look here. That's D1000.
D100.
Oh,
You don't want a high number.
91.
91. It is not very flattering.
It's a stick.
I'll just keep that then.
It's a
At
stick,
this
man.
point, I would like to inform that no person is under arrest.
It's an interesting thing that you managed to trace it back here. Seems like you're worried about something.
Well, he saw the car.
If somebody has information about a
I
potential...
thought you caught the guy. Maybe not so sure.
Most suspicious man I've ever been in a room with.
He raises an eyebrow at you specifically, Daniel. I would like to inform you that I personally was not involved in that investigation. But
I'm just repeating what I read in the newspaper.
But any new information, especially that presented from a fresh source as a phone call, would be very interesting to the potential life of the person who is being charged. He will hang at this moment in time.
It depends. Maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe it's on the phone again.
From the same phone. Driving the same car.
In the same car at the same time.
With the same
Saying
voice.
the same shit.
Sir, if I may inquire, this person is Hobbins. But, sir, this person is Hobbins. Yes, sir. Back to taking notes, sir.
This person is Hobbins.
Why didn't they bring the
He's
guy
interrupting
who
him.
actually heard his voice on the phone?
Because that guy had a pure case of stubbornness.
He's probably not leaving my post. Gotta answer the phone, but nope, dead.
In such a case as this, an anonymous phone call, while potentially enlightening for the gaining of knowledge that there is potential information, won't really stand as actual evidence. However, a witness testimony would.
Like you said, you might be surprised that most people wouldn't incriminate themselves, don't you think?
I'm not asking you to incriminate yourself, sir.
I didn't say me.
I know you didn't.
Didn't say it. No.
I've never shot anyone in my
I didn't
pajamas.
do it.
You didn't say it, sir.
You just subtly hinted.
Might you be able to enlighten me on the events on that ship, sir?
Oh, well, I was a passenger, as were we all.
Yes, you were.
I wasn't.
Oh, well, yeah, you weren't. I thought you were in here. Yeah. Wait. Oh, yeah, you'd snuffed it on the other guy. Yeah.
Yeah. At the
Oh,
end-
sorry.
Yes.
Brain dead.
Well,
Well, yeah, I heard a lot of commotion that evening,
Mm.
but not really enough to sort of say anything else. Why was there additional details that weren't put in the paper?
Make me a psychology roll.
Me?
Yes.
Don't you have quite good psychology?
Yeah, he does.
21.
You might want to make me a fast talk roll.
dun-dun-dun-dun.
8.
Are you sure you shouldn't make an acting roll?
8.
I got 21 psychology, then I got an 8.
What is
Big no.
fast talk's base?
It's 10 or something, isn't
I
it?
don't think
Fastest man just mumbling his shit and collapse.
Let me check fast talk's base.
Scatman Daniel.
I think fast talk's base is 5.
Shit.
Fast talk.
Seems pretty unreasonable if you get 8 and you still fail that, honestly.
Yeah, it is 5.
He tried.
Fuck.
He tried talking, but he couldn't do it.
Couldn't keep the twitch away.
You get the feeling from your psychology roll that this man doesn't believe you in the least.
Wow, I need a psychologist to tell that? My
No,
God.
you needed the psychology to get the opportunity to fast talk. To realise that this guy is doing that, and then you would have got a... But he has realised this.
Then you would have got his underwear.
But you now realise that he's seen through you.
Well, obviously. It's not like Daniel's being subtle, but Daniel's not exactly saying anything either.
Sir.
Sometimes.
Can we all... I'd like to remain reasonable about this. Did you shoot those men?
No. I'm kidding, by the way, when I said that. I'm not admitting to anything. Why would I? All I know is I was on the trip and I slept through it.
Just went to bed for like
And
several
once
months.
commotion
You writing
started,
that down,
all told to
Hobbins? Yes,
stay
sir.
in your
Writing it
cabin,
down.
I assume.
Man blatantly... Hobbins. Write down what he said, not what you think.
Maybe one might be more inclined if you didn't have a typo monkey.
I merely... Hobbins makes my notes for me so that I can focus entirely on my witnesses.
Fucking Hobbins.
Yeah.
He would have been a goblin had this
I mean,
been
the
any
thing is,
other setting.
I don't think the rest of us know very much about what happened. because
Suppose...
we
Well,
were all in bed and asleep when Daniel's.
But you
getting
know
chased,
what
weren't we?
Daniel replied to you after the fact, don't you? So
Yeah, but I mean, from the point of view of like
Daniel
providing good
turned
alibis.
temporarily into Indiana Jones, murdered a fuck ton of people, and then
Suppose you did shoot those 2 men.
suppose I did.
Why did you
Oh,
shoot
this
those 2
opposing
men?
game. I love this. game.
Oh, sir, I have an idea. Hobbins, perhaps they're a part of some evil maniacal plot. Hobbins! You've been reading those books again, haven't you? I like to stay learned, sir. Hobbins, just take the notes. Yes, sir. Now,
Fucking Hobbler.
So it's one sensible man to another. Why would anyone want to harm another human being if not for either being a psychopath or, I don't know, say for defense?
eh? What would you be Why would you need to defend yourself, though, sir?
Well, why does one normally need to defend yourself?
Okay. So why were they after you?
I'm not saying they were.
Hypothetically, if they were.
Hypothetically speaking, well, man makes a few enemies in his time.
That's not a very good answer. though.
Jones, could you go and search the car? The car they came in, sir?
Cars
Yes.
American soil.
Jones, search the car. Yes, sir.
You have, like, why are you searching
I,
our car?
I walk after John.
What happened to our
telling him it's
friendly
American
chat,
soil.
gentlemen?
I
I'm
am-
not sure I'm very comfortable with you searching our car.
You're not being forward with me, sir.
And you're being unnecessarily aggressive in your interrogation.
Would you like me to I don't want to escort you to the station, sir.
Kiko, again, I am following that man and I'm obscuring him in every way I can come up with from checking the car.
That's gonna make you really popular.
That's not going to make you really popular at all.
I'm gonna say as much as I can the words American soil in whatever I
Okay.
say.
I hear it going out a beer shop. I asked the Mr. Detective man, can you please arrest the other American? He annoys me as well.
I'm not arresting anyone at the moment, sir, though your concern is noted.
if you decide to proceed with antagonizing us, we could all just not say a word.
To be fair, sir.
Fucking threats.
To
right
be
here.
fair, sir, I don't think I'm the one doing the antagonising. I'm following a line of inquiry for
Fine, let's
a
teleport
double
through the door,
murder.
We'll get rid of them.
Oh yeah, I could just teleport through the floor, just like sit there around and just teleport right through the floor. And they just be like, what the fuck? That would solve our problem. Look,
Just go Hobbins, write this down and teleport through the floor and just see him explode.
I was presented with potential evidence that might change the situation.
And we were having a friendly chat, but
We
now
are
we're
having
getting
a friendly chat.
and now we're getting all grumpy with car searching.
I'm merely following procedure, sir.
And I think you're being rather impolite.
Can I ask what I might expect to find in the car, sir?
Oh, I don't know.
I raise my hand at this point and say, probably you'll find a leaky gas leak, or apart from that, maybe a soft tyre.
Any
About that.
guns?
Nope. This is England. That shit's illegal, isn't it?
No, not for
Not if you
TV
have
license.
not if you have a permit, sir.
I have a permit.
Ah,
That's fine.
My
Good
guns are
stuff.
actually on my person, sir.
Hmm?
my gun
And the-
says plural.
And the rest of your fellows?
I
I mean,
wouldn't.
the elephant gun's up there because it's broken, and I've still got a sword, but I don't know what that
As
is.
far as I was aware, everything else was in the house, wasn't it?
Sword is on your back the whole time.
Exactly, I've just been wandering around with a
It's
fucking
just
sword.
it's floating 2 inches off your back.
What about the
Exactly.
shotgun?
What shotgun?
No,
Your
Daniel
shotgun,
Daniel has a
Edward.
trench sweeper.
You mean the concealed one?
Which I have a permit for.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it's
I have a firearms permit.
I
So
think it's
firearms
in the-
permits
it's in
for
the car there.
specific guns in the 1920s. It's not a general firearms permit.
But I think
I have a-
I think the trench sweeper's in the car there.
Yeah.
I have a 1911 in my pants,
Nope,
which I don't
okay,
need a
look at
license for because
Skype
I thought
first.
this was America.
What do you say, Rupert?
There's the Skype sneaky for you.
The theory that I'm following, sir, if you'd like to follow with me, is that
That was the theory, sir.
if you may have shot these people in self-defense, why not just come to the police and present that, and then testify in a court that it was self-defense?
Because one might assume if someone's getting wrongly accused, that evidence has been planted.
Who's going to wrongly accuse you?
Not me, I'm worried about being wrongly accused.
The other chap.
Wonder where that evidence came from. That's suspicious evidence that doesn't need to be in the newspaper.
The evidence. The fact that he testified. He
What did
testified.
testify to? And
he
what
testified.
proves, and how did he prove anything?
He had a gun, sir, that he'd fired. The gun bullets matched the same gun bullets make that were in the actual bodies.
Any witness testimonies?
At
Or is
this,
it just one man's word against another?
at this point, I'd like to get up and go say I'm making myself a cup of tea, and dawdle off into the kitchen.
Hobbins, follow him. Yes, sir.
We'll write down then.
Indeed, yeah. Yeah, Daniel has to shout everything really loudly so we can kick you.
By the way, the Swede has followed the
man.
the Swede has followed the dude out to the car, so he doesn't fuck with any of the equipment.
Your belief is that the man has been wrongly implicated.
That is my belief.
What evidence do you have to support that?
It's just a strong belief.
Not the fact that you were the one that shot them. In self-defense.
Again, mystery.
Hypothetical.
Indeed.
You do know,
I'm getting
sir.
some sort of clairvoyance from this dude.
I don't think he needs to be clairvoyant.
I don't think he needs to be
What's going on?
clairvoyant
The
for
amount of
this.
snark and sarcasm, yeah, usually is a bit
You
obvious.
do realise, sir, that if you were to testify that you shot them in self-defense, and you are proven to be correct, the man could potentially go free and avoid death.
You think that the anonymous call with breaking evidence might have
The
done
anonymous
that, but,
call will not stand in a court of law unless the person goes and testifies himself.
It's not very anonymous then, is it?
In the end, sir, any old person can go and ring any old thing.
What? Any old
I am pursuing an inquiry as to if this statement is actually true or if it is a lie. If that
Forsooth.
evidence is true, the person that knew this would want, hopefully, if they were a man of moral fibre, to stand up for the person that is innocent
OOC here a minute. I wonder if this is going anywhere.
and be
Like-
free.
This is smidgen leading here.
Alternatively, they can be quiet and the man will hang.
Like, thinking outside the box here, generally. Like, why would Daniel sit in a place with a police officer when they're trying to get something else done, which involves incriminating things, and suddenly admit to doing something that could potentially get him detained while things are worked out?
You haven't actually asked him when he'd have to go into the trial.
Yeah, but then it'd be pointless in the first place. If he says like 3 months time, we could be pissing off to Sweden by that point.
Wait, where are we?
Do you really want to go to Sweden though? I mean, that's where
Yes.
he comes from.
No, who'd ever want to go there?
We have Troll here.
Gotta look at this through the policeman's perspective here. He's just following.
I mean, look, the policeman's basically got a point, which is that this anonymous phone call counts for fuck and all unless there's some kind of evidence they can present in court, and it's not going to count for very much if they just say some dude rung up and was like, "Yo, what's up, guys?"
Yeah, but in a suspicious circumstance though, like if you think of it on like Daniel's point of view here, where some man has suddenly agreed to like basically been essentially coerced, one would imagine, to testify, then you wouldn't think it's extremely fair in the first place.
On the
would you?
one
I don't
hand,
know that though. The guy might be a cultist.
the guy might be a cultist. The guy might also
He's
just be
sitting
someone
there.
who cracked under police pressure and happened
That's
to
what-
have
exactly-
and happened to have a gun of the same make.
But
Like-
what I'm saying is, guys, if we get Ben arrested, but yeah, I mean,
He hasn't
at
yet.
this point, we've wandered in circles. So the question is, how do we resolve?
He hasn't yet stated that anyone's under arrest. No one is yet under arrest.
How would we?
Well, then
okay,
fuck
guys,
off
how
then.
would guys, how would we prove that Ben did it in self-defense? Because this is the basic. What is the
Yeah.
standard of evidence
That's
of
what I was going
self-defense?
to say.
Because none of us saw it. So unless some of us are going to lie, or we can demonstrate that the people who we shot had weapons on them. And from what I remember, that shit was all tidied up by the cult.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Daniel was rather not so certainly saying earlier. How is it what not one man's word against another?
So what we need to do is we need to like agree on a really good alibi and say we're all standing in like a fucking line and we watched him do it and we applauded.
Let's take a picture. It would be a Daniel and write last year.
I like to think we're all huddled together whispering this as the policeman is staring at
It's
us.
like, we're just like, okay, guys, let's have a quick powwow for our criminal strategy.
We wish to testify.
Um,
So are we going to do that then? Are we going to assume that this was discussed previously if it ever came up?
We're using our mental mind powers to discuss this shit.
No, because you can assume Daniel would have said about what happened, and we can always
No,
say,
he-
well, if ever shit came down to it, we say this.
I would like to roll Ben and Jezreel hand signals.
Yeah, that's quite good as well. Yeah. Someone in the chat said roll sleight of hand to put a gag on Daniel.
Probably would have been the best thing. If you had just passed out when they came in, just
Ew!
he fell unconscious. We can say no.
out of
don't
curi-
know
Out of curiosity, out of character, what guns actually are in the car?
that. Okay, well, my elephant gun's fucking broken.
Your elephant
I
gun's
think.
broken.
So I guess I don't care.
The entire fucking back compartment is filled with Huss's formaldehyde, his
Formaldehyde and
preservative
stuff,
shit,
fair enough.
his cameras, his
Yep.
his bollocks,
Mhm.
bits of dead animals
Bits of dead
in
animal.
little jars, maybe a little.
Any other
fetus,
guns that
little
are not
baby
accounted for on
sectoid.
people's person?
I
It's
don't
not-
think he's
it's
a
not-
travelling
it's not my
alchemist.
car, is it?
It's not. It's Chester's
Yeah,
car.
so it hasn't got my stuff in it, which
No.
is extremely legal.
So as far as I'm aware, though, we didn't take much more with us. So there isn't actually anything incriminating in there.
No,
except
but the
maybe,
fucking
except for maybe the
idiot,
fetus in a jar. I don't know what that's.
idiot out there might still break some of the shit, and I want the goddamn
Yeah, of course.
That's the
Which is
main
why we're not
track,
agreeing
huh?
to diddly squat.
The man.
looming over
The
him.
man. By the way, you are very impeding Jack in his efforts to search the car.
I also am out there.
But he is searching the car. And
If there's nothing in there, then
you will note that when he opens the boot and looks at all the formaldehyde and stuff, he just gives it a brief glance and then shuts.
Jack's
takes one quick glance at the fetus and goes, ugh.
Jack's doing that thing where he's like halfway through trying to do something.
And then something went wrong with the call. Something went wrong with the call. Silence suddenly. No idea why.
Hello.
There you are.
Scream.
That was
All
weird.
dead.
Nope, it's all
Did I
fine.
DC?
Oh, what happened there?
No, it's
No?
fine. Who knows?
Hello?
Who knows what
No,
happened?
no, that's weird.
Technical
Are
difficulties.
we back?
We're still here.
Yeah, yeah.
We're still here.
No, Luke killed it for
Are we
comic
live?
effect. He went.
We
"Oops,
are-
I'm you,"
well,
and yeah.
That
Yeah,
was
yeah,
weird.
All I heard was Luke going, Jack is doing one of these things where he is in the middle of
And
a
then-
sentence and that.
And it all
And
died.
I was like, what?
The
Why is
cultists
it
got
all-
him. So,
Don't
what
worry,
was he?
guys, I'm just letting you feel the suspense.
I just heard him stop and I started running a ping test. I was like, fuck's sake, DC'd again.
What
fucking
is
Jack,
Jack doing? Was he in the middle of doing something?
Well, Luke said something.
Yes,
about
he did.
I was just saying you're doing that thing where like when someone's trying to do something, you put your arms around them, spin them around, and say, "Hey, buddy, how about my collection of pogs?"
stuff like that. I'm basically
What
impeding
was
at all times.
what was Edide doing?
I was making tea, and
You were making tea. Hobbins is watching you make tea and diligently making notes.
I've given.
By
a
the
cup of
way,
tea to Hobbins.
Jack is also ready. Jack is also ready that if the cop finds anything incriminating, I will knock him out.
So are we
Yes.
gonna?
No.
This guy is massive.
So we can agree that beforehand then, like just to get this, so we aren't sitting on this fucking sofa the next 2 hours. Are we gonna agree that we discuss this before, and if it went tits up,
Yes.
that yeah, and then well not tits up, we'll just sort of say
What
yeah,
have we agreed to then?
just essentially that we all saw dudes get shot by me, I guess.
I wasn't there.
I wasn't there.
Yeah.
I didn't see
So
anything.
Yeah, that's the point of the lying.
I wasn't
right.
even on the fucking boat.
Okay.
On the
So
boat.
Jack returns with Harsey and Jones. And Jones says, "Nothing in there, sir." Thank you, Jones.
Take great
They had,
offense.
they had
The
some
rights are violated.
they had some stuff in jars and that's probably some sort of equipment for one of them. Was there anything illegal? Is what I'm asking, Jones. No, nothing. I don't.
I
Nothing
poked my
except
head
the
around the corner.
search.
Does anyone else
Okay.
want tea?
Thank
Well,
you.
Let's cut to the chase then, I suppose.
Hmm?
I know why you're here. You know why I'm here.
Yep.
Yes. I shot them.
Okay.
It was self-defense.
All right.
Hobbins! Coming in.
I said it nice and loud so we could scribble it.
Writing it down ready, sir!
I make this point to quickly hide my fucking gun just in case.
Right.
Shoves it up his ass.
Okay. You
Out
shot
of
him.
interest, Kiko, did the
Hmm?
bodies disappear after they were shot? Like, did they clean up?
What, the people?
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been a murder if they did.
Well, no, because there could have been bullet holes and bloodstains. That's usually fair enough to sort of say. Shenanigans went on.
As far as you know, nothing... Like, they didn't disintegrate or anything. They were still there for them to examine.
I was just wondering whether the cult, like another sect of cultists, moved them or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
But
you're like, yeah, so
Alright.
you shot them in self-defense.
in self-defense, I was ambushed.
You... Okay.
You
What?
want the whole? Should we do the whole tale then?
If you want to tell me, sir, then you can tell me.
Why not? Otherwise, I'd sit on this fucking sofa all day. All right,
I
so
come in carrying tea and shit
it-
for everyone.
Be warned, it is a very, very harrowing and dangerous tale, and sometimes small men have a tendency to float when it's told. Are you sure you want to know?
I fought in the Great War, sir. I don't think what you're going to tell me is going to surprise me unduly.
Do it, Luke. Do it.
I give a general rundown because I can't be asked to tell the entire thing.
What?
in the interview.
So,
just
You being entirely frank with it? Are you omitting any Cthulian stuff, or are you just
Yes,
telling?
I am omitting. Yes.
You're omitting the Cthulian stuff, but you're telling
Yes.
him the other stuff. Are you explaining why these men want to kill you?
Mm,
What are you saying about that?
no, not as far as at the moment.
You're describing the two people.
I'm describing that I got like a sort of a knock on the door. I went to go follow it down the bulk of the ship while also informing my friends where I'm moving because that's part of the lie. You see.
See,
Right.
that's the part where I'm lying.
Exactly, and they were of witness to me walking down alone. I say, "Here, wait here, and keep me covered."
Mhm.
Then I walk down the corridor, get
Mhm.
jumped by two men,
Mhm.
end up doing some quick fire shooting, and then pegging the piss out of it.
Okay.
Basically, they tried to mug him.
Who's
Yeah,
gonna
it's-
Who's gonna make the fast talk roll for the bits you're not telling
I
the
think
truth?
Clyker
I
should
will.
make an acting roll.
I will.
All right, someone make fast
talk
talk.
this shit. Yep, sure. 12. Fuck everyone.
12. Okay. They're making notes. Right.
Boys, no.
Hobbins, go over that for me, will you? Yeah.
Ben, you should give some corroborating detail about what types of weapons they had and shit.
Well,
You'll have done that.
I'd
Why?
also present my own pistols.
Meanwhile,
Well, no, I just think it's very important that you qualify the fact that they actually had weapons.
Yes.
One of the
well,
men had a trident.
Because,
I can mention exactly what happened blow for blow and shot for shot, and that way they can probably match it up to what happened.
meanwhile, I'm watching over Hobbins' shoulder, seeing his notes.
He is not letting you look at his notes.
Hob is like one of those dudes when you look at their work, they cover it up and they look really jealousy. They're like,
he moves his pencil case slightly lower.
He's not
I
letting
look at the DS, wasn't it?
you... DS.
Yeah. Can I see the notes? Make sure he's getting everything down properly.
No, you may not.
Oh,
you
So,
obviously can't look at a policeman's notes. Come on.
I've always wanted to be a policeman.
Here's a customary question, sir. You have probably told him that your name and what profession you are. I take it, Daniel.
Hmm?
Why did you have your gun on you when you went out to investigate?
You're a man who served in the Great War. Also, call it a bad habit.
True enough.
Do you not get nervous? I certainly do after all that fighting.
I think that's a pretty legit excuse.
Nervous enough to shoot 3 dudes in the hallway when going for a piss.
Yes, exactly. I mean, I think my nervousness was pretty founded.
One more
honestly.
question, if I will, then, sir. Why didn't you inform anyone on the ship of what you'd done?
Well, let's be frank here. It doesn't look good, does it?
It looks less good that you left.
Well, let's put it this way. After being accosted in a dark hallway, one does not exactly think straight.
True, but it was the next morning that you departed. In theory, according to what you told me.
I think that's correct. Correct, actually.
It was,
isn't
yeah.
Right.
Honestly, sir, being potentially mugged, as far as I was aware, and dispatching some ruffians,
Okay.
I left.
There
I
might be more.
Didn't think much of it at the time. I was panicking, worried,
Right.
and only afterwards I put more thought to it. Once I saw the newspaper report of someone else being in trouble for the.
And also, they look like normal passengers. There might be more. If he starts yelling, more might come from it.
Ben, I think you should emphasize the fact that if you were actually an immoral murderer, you would never have placed the phone call in an attempt to exonerate an innocent man because you wouldn't give a toss.
I said exactly what Luke said, but in a Daniel way.
Which probably just incriminates you more.
I actually give a shit about my fellow man.
Well, no, I mean, it's a
Yeah, it's
completely
true.
fair point,
As soon
because
as
if
I
you
heard that someone else was in trouble for something, I had to own up immediately. Although I was trying to do it without impeding what I was doing here, but
Did you say so much that you were trying to do it without impeding what you were doing here?
no, because that's ridiculous.
Okay, I just had to
I'm
check
trying to
that.
fucking deal with monsters from the beyond, man.
Right.
Look, I'm trying to dig up a corpse here. Can you give me a break?
Okay.
We've got shit to do tonight.
Was that so
Bodies
hard?
to
Was that so
exfumigate.
hard to tell me, sir?
Yes.
Yes, actually.
Good. Good.
Considering how unhelpful one of your colleagues was, I wasn't sure how sincere you people were.
Sir, I merely want to get to the bottom of this, and if a man is innocent of a crime he didn't commit and turns out that he is, I want that man to walk free.
And so do I, which is why we're here on this sofa.
Freedom.
Yes.
Glory, glory, hallelujah.
Freedom isn't free.
There is, in light of this evidence, I can present this to the court, with you all as witnesses, and
Well, not me,
Dead
I was-
silence splits through the house.
provided that they find this evidence sincere, and to be honest, with the amount of details that you have given me, I find it hard that they would not.
So Daniel goes free.
There's no crime against self-defense.
There is no crime against self-defense, and from the sounds of what you have stated here, it is a pretty cut case. All you would need to do is testify to it. I don't see any jury not agreeing with you.
Do you want us to sign the statement?
Hobbins, did you bring the statement stuff with you? I left that at the station, but it wouldn't be too long to do if you like. I could have you, if you would be willing to come in and write a statement, I'd be most appreciative. If we need anything else from you, we'll contact you.
Oh,
we
interesting.
are.
I didn't realise this, that self-defense in English law is complete defense of justification.
Yeah.
So, by definition, if you can establish that it's reasonable force, you can fire a nuke at somebody.
I think personally shooting someone in the between the eyes is reasonable force they're trying to do you in.
If you're willing...
Is it really like that? In DK, it's you have to go one step down weapons-wise. If he comes at you with a gun, you can use a you can use a
I
knife.
think-
If he
I
comes
think-
with a knife, you
Here
can
the
punch him.
criteria is just reasonable force,
If
whatever
you
that
are-
constitutes.
Yeah.
If you're willing,
Yeah.
if you're willing to come to the station and make a statement, and if we do need to contact you, we will contact you here.
Why not? We've got nothing better to do at the moment.
I think you might want to tip him off about the fact that there's clearly somebody interfering with the case.
How would we do that in a way that doesn't incriminate us any further?
No, you just say there's clearly somebody interfering with the case. Think about the way the bodies were found. Think about how I described them as being left. Either I'm lying, in which case why would I deliberately give you details that are against those that you found, or I'm telling the truth and someone interfered with the crime scene, deliberately so, and then nominated someone else as a possible fall person. Because the evidence that pointed towards this guy is either true, in which case he's the guilty party and you're lying, or it's fabricated, in which case somebody fabricated it. It didn't spring out of nowhere. So the question is, why is this guy... You need to have some explanation for that ambiguity.
What Luke said.
Yeah, basically. There's no point spending next
You explain the discrepancies and explain
Using
that
small
there is
words.
something not right here. And Lestrade does nod as you are speaking. This is what I am starting to realise, sir, with your statement, that there is indeed something not entirely correct. With your statement here that they had guns and they were clearly found without guns, and yet, yes, I do see what you mean. With the witness statements and this man's clearing, should it come to that, which I do believe from your statement it will, I do believe there would need to be a reinvestigation of sorts.
I would like this to remain as quiet as possible. And the fact that I was assaulted on my person would rather not draw attention to the fact that these people may have followed us here.
Do you have reason
Call me paranoid.
Fair enough, sir, but do you have reason to believe they would follow you
No,
here?
just, I told you, paranoid. Carry guns around.
Prime murder candidate, really.
No, I think that's a fair enough thing. If someone's been mugged, they're going to be a bit wary.
No,
I
that
think-
is fair enough, sir. If you would be able to come down and make a statement for me, and then we will.
We have our own work to do, but we could pop by on the way back. Assuming we're not under arrest, that shouldn't be a problem.
When will you be able to pop in?
I'd have to discuss it with my fellows. Depends on what we have to do, but we will. I told you I'm willing to.
What
Calm
time is
down.
it right now?
It's currently
It's afternoon, isn't it?
late afternoon. Yeah.
So assuming we'll be like sleeping, doing something tomorrow, and then popping in on the way back, that makes most sense.
So probably coming
Okay,
in early afternoon tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be down there like afternoon sometime
Could
tomorrow.
someone make me a persuade roll?
What, we'd
Sweet
all
one.
persuade at once. Just scream at him.
Oh,
Oi, oi, cunt.
17.
17.
And that just reaches my persuasion.
He nods.
Fucked it up.
Yes, you are not under arrest. That is reasonable. I will be expecting you at some point tomorrow, though,
Sure.
at the
Well,
station.
in all fairness, if we're not there, you know where to
we
find us.
do know where you are. Yes, yes. I hope it doesn't
We
come.
know where you
I
live.
hope it doesn't come to that, sir.
Commander.
Welcome back, Commander. Sorry,
Out of character,
that was from XCOM. sorry.
let's hope that this man doesn't. Let's hope that at some point people don't make 2 and 2 connection with the train.
What's the?
Well,
What's the? Oh, is this when you're in your private session and you?
Yeah,
They got all
but
the
Murdered an
What is
entire
what is
train
that-
in
what is that to
self-defense.
Yeah, I was about to say, I ate
Well,
the
that's-
part of the carriage. I
well,
was
no,
hungry.
more the fact that they waited for the police and then you legged it.
Yeah, but that was like also like 300-400 miles away.
It
That'd be
was, yeah. You are,
And I wore a silly moustache when I made the call.
you did have an eye
True.
patch though.
It's true.
But
I
anyway,
also wore
yeah.
a silly moustache.
He nods at this point, and fair enough then. Then we shall see you. We shall see you at the station tomorrow. Thank you for your cooperation, gentlemen.
Except for the initial part, where I wasn't very cooperating.
Considering the circumstances, sir, I do find that understandable in some part.
Wow, in
thought
some
this guy was
part,
supposed to
he
be
can't even
incompetent.
let it go. It's like I find it a little bit understandable.
Daniel sort of sighs, says, "Well, maybe people might be more cooperative if police people on the phone weren't so grouchy."
I can't speak for what the man there said.
Ben strikes back. His final blow against Kikoskia 3 months ago.
I can't speak of what that.
Kikoskia circa 3 months ago goes, no!
I can't speak of what that man said, sir. I'm sure there'll be an internal inquiry if the other person is found to be innocent.
Glad to hear it, otherwise I'll tell the Sun. I'm kidding, by the way. That was...
What?
Okay, good joke.
A little joke from you there.
It's because it was an English joke, for anyone wondering.
Hobbins, we're done here. Let's go.
Tits.
They leave.
Okay. So, as soon as they leave. So, what are we doing now?
I have things to do.
Yes,
We
photo
do
to
have
develop.
things
I'm just like, I have a really good plan. Is there a set of scales in the house in the kitchen?
Yes,
Does it come with that small, those small stackable pound weights?
of course it does.
Fucking sick. All right, I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get
Are
the
they
weights.
calibrated properly?
They're
Yes.
fucking weights, mate. You don't need to
Well.
calibrate them. It's a blob of metal.
Daniel's gonna go to sleep on the sofa after
Good.
that ordeal.
I'm
Good
gonna
plan.
go into the magic room and try and levitate a 1 pound weight.
Using what?
Using the spell that possibly levitates stuff that we don't know that last
Which
time.
spell is this? Is this the?
Which one is the? It's the crouching ritual.
The crouching ritual is the one which puts you in extended agony as you.
That's the one that teleports you to the floor. Right. Okay. So it's the standing ritual.
The standing ritual.
And last time, every time I did it, you're like, "How much magic do you want to spend?"
Yes, I am. How much magic do you want to spend?
And this time, I'm going to try it with a £1 weight using 1 unit of magic.
A £1 weight using 1 unit of magic.
And then we're just going to move up
Is
in
anyone
calibration until I go
asleep?
insane or die.
Is there anyone asleep in the room above?
Fucking dream.
Basically,
relevant.
all you do, how the spell works is you make a small cut made in your chest, a muttered prayer, in a strange language, and then you close your
You have
eyes.
to get her tits out.
No.
Eventually she's gonna
How
get
many
fucking
magic points are you
starved.
willing to invest?
I'm going to invest. What's the minimum for the spell?
1.
I'm going to invest 1 magic point with a £1 weight.
Okay. You lose 2 sanity points.
Good.
You close your eyes. What's your sanity at right now? 42?
No, it should be higher than that. My sanity is at. My current sanity. Oh no, that's probably 42. Yeah. Whoops.
You do that. You close your eyes and tell me when you want to open them.
Once the magic has happened.
Okay, you think the magic has happened.
The magic has not happened.
The magic hasn't happened.
You open your eyes. The magic has not happened.
This fucking piece of shit spell. It's such a piece of shit.
So no one's doing anything in particular this night?
Well, yes, I am.
You're doing your
develop-
photographic development.
I'm also doing a phone call.
I'm writing a furious essay in
To-
Latin about this fucking
To
bullshit.
who are you making a phone call?
Well, I am. He will contact one of his National Geographic thingies to see if he can get on loan from one of the explorers institutes or whatever the fuck in Asstown a very, very, very massive trank gun, possibly for elephants.
Make me a persuade roll.
Side note.
Do it for me. You have the dice. Make the sound.
You have to be the one to do this. You're the one ringing. I want this, but I will get my friend to talk to you about it.
No, it's all. It's 100.
It's a D100, yeah.
The 16.
16.
Mm.
They say they will think about it and let you know.
Cunts!
Do you shout that at them as you hang up the phone?
Well, yes.
Anyone else doing
We're
anything?
talking to an obtrusive policeman. I can understand.
Side note. How far away is the house from like the closest town?
I can actually answer that question for you.
Yes, I know.
It's a village that it's nearby. The village is a 10-minute drive away or an hour walking.
Fuck.
Really?
Yep.
What's it called?
Village.
Fucking hell, bro. Call it Middle Wallop. That's a place in England.
Middle wall.
That exists. It's a place in Middle.
No.
It's right next to Low Blow.
Wallop. Yeah.
No, it's Lower Nobbington.
All right.
No, it's called Middle upon Avon.
Oh.
No, I was.
It's a
thinking
small
of,
collection of about 20 houses. It's where Daniel made his phone call.
Nice. I like to hope there's seething grip marks on the phone. and where he obviously, like the train car, he has chewed parts.
I was just thinking that possibly I would go and do some thievery.
Ooh, you should do some thievery.
Might do.
Okay. So no one else did anything in particular apart from thievery and writing an angry letter.
And
I'm going to cast a fucking spell again.
Okay.
developing.
Sooner or later, some shit's. How many magic points do I have?
Well, you currently have used. You have another 11 magic points.
Wait,
Oh, actually, no, I have more than that. I have 14.
would you like to try
What's your
with
power
one of the
score?
dead animals I have in the basement?
My
in case it doesn't work?
max magic is 15.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
you
I have
have
14 already. I'm going to use 13 of those 14 points on levitating this £1 weight.
Okay.
That doesn't fucking
Look,
work.
look,
I'm literally going to shoot Rufus.
Would you not rather try on one of the dead animals I have in the basement, in case it only
13
works on
points of magic. Okay.
it doesn't work on inanimate shit?
But if it doesn't work on inanimate things, that's just really budget.
You're gonna do that. You're gonna do that, right? Okay. So you do it. You lose 2 points of sanity.
All
You're
right.
gonna be fucking for tonight's monster hunt.
No, it's fine because I'm going to go to bed beforehand.
You tell me when you want to open your eyes.
I'm gonna do it with my eyes open.
You don't know if
Lose
it'll
50
work
sanity.
if you do it with your eyes open.
All right, then I open my eyes as soon as the shit's been said.
Okay. You open your eyes. You're
Nothing
looking.
has happened.
You're looking at a weight that's not moving, and you've lost 2 more sanity. So there you are. The silence. Oh, the non-silence. It's back.
There we go.
You're looking.
Cold.
You're
This
looking
is
at
not actually. This is not actually the connection. I'm going to find out what this is, but this is a pretty fucking weird problem. Well, I'll tell you about it
God
later.
damn it,
Anyway.
Luke.
You
Carry
what
on.
news-
you
This
look.
is
I-
the
I
song of
quote-
silence.
I quote, man, he's all like, my internet's barely, I'll host the shit.
You
It's not. It's
no,
not
you
the internet,
look-
It's those
you
mic.
look like look. You look at the weight. It's not moved. You 2 sanity points is gone.
I give up.
Okay.
I go home. I write this angry letter.
Okay. So are you guys planning on going on your monster hunt tonight?
Well, I'd
Oh,
like
yeah,
to have a
that's
look at the
prospect.
picture first.
You're going to develop it with photography.
Well, yes.
Yes. Use photography roll, please.
And
then a chemistry roll.
65.
Then a chemistry roll.
That's a failure, though.
That's fine. Chemistry roll.
Chemistry, that is also a failure.
You lose the picture.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It's just blurry.
Kiko, can I do occult research to investigate the spell?
No.
How do I investigate the spell?
Cthulhu mythos.
Can I do a Cthulhu mythos
If
roll?
you really want to.
I'm gonna ball myself. Fuck it.
All right, let's do this. Cthulhu
Oh.
mythos. My mythos is
15% as far as I saw it.
Oh yeah, sick it is. All right, let's do this. Roll, come with me, baby. I'm ready.
Gross.
23. It's a good roll, but not enough.
It's still a fail. You can't glean anything about it.
Wait, are we monster hunting tonight?
Are you monster hunting tonight?
Yes, I think
Sounds
we should
alright.
do that.
Daniel wakes up, dribbles and so.
Monster hunt! So you guys are going to go back to that place in the night.
Would I
Daniel's having nightmares about phoning a police
We don't
officer.
really have any weapons that can actually.
would I
use
have had
it.
time to do
Yeah.
thievery in this time?
Can you really not like avoid scabbing stuff for like a day?
Make me a luck
Kleptomaniac roll.
Make me a
Ta-da!
luck roll, actually.
Wait, who?
Edward.
66.
66. Right.
He ends up in jail.
Edward steals something and runs
Make
into
me
Yeah,
another luck roll.
Another
63.
police car.
63. Right.
I'm AFK for a minute.
Okay, you don't think you're spotted,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't find anything specific. Like, you have a look around, you case a few places out, you don't find anything that you think would be worth actually investigating. However, you do notice that there is one other person that seems to be sort of doing the same thing you are.
Fuck. I found the Brighton buggerer.
There's a man. You don't think he spotted you, but you spotted him. He's about. His size is that? He's a little smaller than you are. Looks to be about his 30s.
What's this town called again?
It's called Middle upon Avon. It's
Middle upon Avon, laziest.
That's really shit to rhyme with. I can't. If it was called Bath, it could be the Bath Bandit.
It's
but...
Wait, Middle upon Avon.
Yep.
Oh, hold on. The River Avon shouldn't be in this position.
It's not.
So why is it upon
What's
Avon?
the what's the,
They
what's
cop
the...
as far as you asked Chester about it. They copied the name to try and attract people with tourism.
So was it like
It's just
upon sludge?
it's just a village out of it's just a village.
Even
Doesn't
Chester upon
doesn't
Someone gets there and goes, "Darling, there's no fucking river here."
let's leave.
Just poops on the sign and leaves.
Well, I say you should be standing in the slot.
There's a man there, and he he looks a little shifty.
Okay.
All he notices is a mirror that makes him look smaller.
You think he spotted you now, though?
I leave him to his own devices. I'm not gonna fuck around with any men. However, I shall.
Spot hidden roll.
Guys, you know, there's an Anglo-Saxon hamlet in the UK called Shitterton that's still in Dorset.
11.
He's following you.
I wish to duck round a corner and then conceal
one?
myself.
Welcome back.
You're around the corner and conceal yourself. Roll me a conceal. Roll me a roll for.
Conceal, yeah?
Yeah. Actually, it's I don't think it's conceal.
Oh, I've got one in conceal.
Oh yeah.
21.
Okay. 21. You hide yourself down the side of a building.
Conceal, don't feel.
You
No, isn't
notice
that hide? Conceal is when he's hiding something.
Yeah.
you can hide
I also-
himself as well.
I
But
also
conceal, what's sneak and hide for then?
Oh yeah, sorry, you do need hide.
Oh yeah, sure, okay.
You roll hide instead. My bad. Do you have
No.
hide?
Nope. This is gonna be fun.
Oh God, I'm sorry, Ollie. I thought you had better hide.
Look at Roof at the
I
back.
fucking hate you, you piece of shit.
Did he fail miserably?
Stabbing in the back.
20.
Okay, you hide.
Oh
Nice.
fuck. Okay.
I'm just
And
set up now.
the man turns around the corner with a knife out.
Okay. I wish to. I have a knife, don't I?
You do.
Wait. It's like Goldhawk. Thief battle. Dun 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 dun.